Alright, good day, hi and welcome. Alrighty, so the bell guy. So anywho, I'm driving all over the road. The person behind probably thinks I'm drunk. Yeah, last night I checked out the fur harvesters auction prices. It looks like the fur prices have went up a bit, because what happened is exactly what I thought would happen, is that the fur prices got so bad that people just kind of gave up on it. And they sold almost all the beaver, where the last time they sold hardly any beaver because it was like $5 a beaver. Like, they just couldn't get rid of them. And the last auction, which would have been last year, would have been the last, because there's 2 to 3 auctions a year. Woo. Something squishy there, poor little guy. You're looking at it's 3 auctions a year. The best one is usually the last one. That's the one I usually hold out for. I don't know if I'll do it that way this year, because there's 2 pickups this year for me in my area. And the first one is on January 5th. So if I have 8 or 10 beavers, do I send out on the first auction? Maybe, because if they're early beavers, I'm probably not going to get much for them anyway. So for the difference, whatever. But if they're really good beavers, I'll mid-December on, things start getting good, right? And I gotta watch for that hubcap. There it is. That's where it is. Okay. Don't go into the ditch? Question mark. Yeah, I'll just do this, and then put the space shuttle. No, don't get run over. Yeah. Oh, holy smokes. My buddy's wife lost a hubcap, and we're not sure if this is it or not. And on the way in, not yesterday, the day before, I missed it. Like, I could see it coming this way, but couldn't see it coming the other way. Don't hit the silver pellet. Don't hit the silver pellet. That's all I got. I got scrap metal to do today, but I didn't want that to include my car. I've taken a liking to him. There. Hubcap retrieved. There we go. And keep knocking this thing around. There we go. And we're back on the regular schedule program. So yeah, so hubcap retreat. My buddy will be happy about that. Because coming in this way, I couldn't see it there. Like it just blends in too much, eh? And it was like in the evening where it's shaded like that, so it's like by the time you pass, it's like, okay, I'll get it on the way. I didn't think anybody would take it anyway. It's like, but you never know, if somebody has a matching hubcap, they'll be like, oh geez, I'll take that. Those bloody things are like $100 a piece. Up to anyway. You can get some of them. I think you can get some sets for like $60, but like they're for the piece of plastic that is that really worth $100? You know what I mean? To somebody it is. To somebody it is, right? So I'm in the wrong business, I guess. If I'm selling plastic hubcaps for $100. But years ago, when I was a kid, people used to. Get hubcaps out of the ditch and resell them. There was a guy in the town there, he used to wall full of hubcaps, and every time back in the 70s, everybody had the big aluminum hubcaps and steel hubcaps, right? Now most vehicles don't have hubcaps. A lot do, but usually the winter rims anyway. But yeah, so the fur prices have went up a bit. That's a good sign. The average beaver, I think, was around $20. So that's not bad. And on the high side, it was over. I think it was over 100 for like the highest one. You know, that could be 10 beavers though. You know what I mean? Out of the I forget how many were offered. It wasn't that many. It was maybe like 30,000 beavers. And usually it's 10 times that, right? So trapping might become profitable. Maybe not this year. Probably the year after, and the year after that, and then it'll drop down again. 2014 was like that. There was another. There. See what I mean? You can't see out of the windshield. You see all the pits? See all the little glittery stuff? Looks like some kid went through some glitter on there. So, yeah, it's like, what was I saying? Yeah, the prices, okay, were on fewer beavers. So, they're probably still not, you know, like getting the auction as good, but there's just probably less to choose from. You know what I mean? So the price is like, you know, like the fur trade is still down, but there's fewer people bidding, so, or fewer furs offered. So it, you know, like I think like, what was it, raccoon? Muskrats, I don't think they sold a one for some reason. I guess the Chinese have gotten their fill of muskrats. Like the Chinese military basically buys all the beavers and all the muskrats, right, for their hats. So they must have gotten enough, because like I think the muskrats a couple of years ago, muskrats were like the thing to get. You know, because they were like $16 for a muskrat, which you could deal with in about 15 minutes. That was a good price. You know what I mean? Now they're like pretty much zero. Well, they sold some, but they did, you know, mainly unsold, I think was what it said. Grab my provision money. All right, so I'm gonna go get some provisions, and then yeah, go get cracking on some scrap metal.